Now presenting Protein Farts Podcast, featuring Rick and Corey from Nutrishop. Come on.
Merry Christmas, Corey.
Merry Christmas to you too,
Good.
sir.
What would you would you ask Santa for?
I asked Santa for a new iWatch.
Wow, Santa came early.
You damn right he did.
Wow, what a nice guy.
Just dropped right in my lap.
Right. Just in your lap.
No lump of coal, baby.
No lump.
Santa gave me the gift that keeps on giving. Hand-me-downs.
Hand-me-downs, exactly. Well, Merry
Blessed.
Christmas, everybody.
Blessed.
Sitting here at Protein Farts
Merry Christmas.
on a Christmas Eve. Eve, actually.
Eve. We're on the eve of the eve.
Eve of the Eve.
Oh,
So, Corey, when someone says Merry Christmas, you usually respond, right?
always.
Very festively.
Yeah. Merry
What-
Christmas.
Merry
Happy New
Christmas.
Year.
What happens when people say Happy or Merry Xmas? What's
Have you
Xmas?
actually, better question. Have you actually had anybody ever say that to you?
I've had the term Happy Holidays used,
That's used a lot more now.
but now in Britain or again social media,
Mm-hmm.
it's all about Xmas. Why is that? Like the latest X-Men movie? More X-Men?
I think
Xmas?
I actually have heard
We were supposed
that
to
it.
laugh at that.
No, I didn't think that was funny.
Okay.
On cue, right? I actually think that's derived from Europe. Isn't it a Greek thing?
I don't
The
know.
Xmas? Isn't that part of like a lettering term, and that's how they came up with the word Christ before Christmas, and that I don't know. I do some of my fact checking and researching. I fact check everything.
Fact check. Is that what you found out?
That's what I looked up. Google found it for me.
So is Xmas still part of the Christmas or more Christmas?
Well, it's
effect?
it's subliminal in my mind. Let's just
Why can't we?
take
Okay, go ahead.
the Christ out and put an X.
Well, that's what.
We'll stop maybe referring to Christ and just go literally full deep
Right.
into X.
Well, do you think the world acknowledges that Christmas is really the birth of Christ? I believe that's the accepted why we have Christmas.
Worldwide,
correct?
I would say it's accepted. Is it believed upon though?
But if it's accepted, is there a level of belief?
That's subjective now.
To who?
The person
Okay,
and
but
their belief system.
true. But if you've accepted it, you have to have some belief in it. And I'm not saying believing that Christ is the Savior and all that. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that a baby was born in a manger, okay, and he's Jesus Christ.
Are you asking me if I believe that?
No, I'm asking. I mean, again, would that be the level of acceptance?
Is it? What level of acceptance is it?
Okay, I understand
I
that.
guess that's better.
So is it the level of acceptance that
Do you
it's-
accept it?
Of course. Jesus is
Do
my
I?
Savior.
Absolutely. Mine's
hope
as
so.
well. 100%.
Lightning.
Yep. Strike me down, Lord. Fire and brimstone coming now.
But what I'm saying is, okay, so you're saying there's levels of acceptance.
There's levels of acceptance.
Okay, so levels of acceptance.
We deal with it every day in here, do we not?
For what reason? Just to get some gifts? To get a hand-me-down watch?
No, I think there's a level. Well, let's go deeper.
Tell me.
Big companies, corporations, tech, they get as festive as they can during the holidays. What would be the purpose of pushing out Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Merry Xmas, well, that, whatever you want to call
What
it?
kind of business is it?
Sales, retail.
Because they just want money.
Okay.
Okay, they're just driving sales.
So that's subjective now. There's a method to their madness. To the average, I guess, for lack of a better term, religious person or faith goer, the term Christmas over Xmas, this is much deeper. This holds no weight. This has no weight
Correct.
to me or to you.
Okay.
So we got to ask then ourselves, why is this becoming the norm over this now?
Well, that's like a much deeper conversation in
Yeah.
regards to
I
where
don't know
the
if we got
wor-
enough time for you.
where the world's going and such. And again, our belief systems are such. But there's no doubt that trying to remove Christ from this world is kind of pretty prevalent, and especially with all the evil and everything that's going on.
I mean, I think it's been prevalent probably for the last 20 years. I think I've
Oh, yeah,
noticed
more
it more
so,
than anything.
yeah.
Probably more so than that. I mean,
Yeah.
you're older than I am, so.
Well, I think almost if you, again, let's not get biblical, but did it almost become the beginning of time when Eve was deceived by the serpent? That's really when it all really began. It was trying to remove Christ from the world at that moment.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the devil is a roaming lion, as they say in the Bible, right? Look, seeking to devour.
Right.
So yes, any way that he can infiltrate into anything, especially in modern day society, that's one of the more efficient ways. Hey, we don't call it, look at Easter Sunday.
Yes. Not resurrection.
Not Resurrection Day
Sunday.
for some of us. Yes,
Correct.
but for some people it's just bunnies and eggs.
Right.
And that's it.
Man-made holidays. But it's funny how they're still using Christ as the timetable.
Yeah. Yeah, we still use those dates that are religious
Right.
as our sales timetable. Let's put a big sale up on that day.
Yeah. More eggs, more Cadberries.
We're off on those days.
Absolutely.
We like to observe them.
We like to observe them. We want to be with, people that matter to us.
Now, it's funny. I have gotten Xmas on cards before, though.
Interesting.
Yeah. Typically,
From Christians.
no.
Okay.
No. No one of the same faith
Faith?
base as myself. But I have gotten Xmas, and I've always thought it's very neutral, right?
It is.
Because no one's really gonna. It's non-offensive, I guess you would say, in 2020.
No, it's safe. But again, it's been around forever.
Yeah, it's a term that was, like I said, it was probably used more so probably just recently, but I think it's been around probably since the 40s or 50s, they say. People have been kind of putting Xmas on things.
Is that what your research showed?
Yeah, Google.
Okay, Google.
Google tried to fact check.
Now let me
me.
ask you, does that offend you?
No, I'm not. I don't fall into the easily offense category.
Okay, you have relatively thick skin.
I do. You know that. I'm one who can be the first one to laugh at myself.
Right.
But
if not, we're all laughing.
yeah, if
for
you're all
sure.
laughing at me, and I might high five you for it, whatever. But at
as
the
well
same
join the
time,
party.
Nick and Larry, they laugh at me all the time.
Yes.
And I don't really. I mean, for me, if you give me a card like that, or you say Merry Xmas, I know.
Meaning me, Rick, or me, or just
Anybody in general. No,
someone?
because you would say Christmas. I already know that about you.
Absolutely.
But if you put that on a card, the first thing I probably would say is, are you putting this as a safe word, or are you just unwilling to acknowledge the obvious? It's like the elephant in the room. You know what this holiday is,
Yeah.
but maybe you refuse to give it its credit, I guess I would say.
Credit is a very interesting title that you would give that. Because it is really why Christmas is what Christmas is.
He gets all the credit.
Absolutely. It was when Jesus Christ was born.
That's the day that we have established. We don't really, let's go a little deeper than that. Do you think that December 25th was the actual day Christ was born?
I'm not a biblical scholar, so I don't know. But
I don't know their calendar year.
Because here's the
way
other
back
thing,
then.
if you want to. Yeah, it's true. I'm not sure.
It was based off their calendar year.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's, I believe
Or
that,
was it man-made because
Well, I
of
think
Santa and they wanted the North Pole and it had to snow?
Don't know for sure if that was actually the day that was just pre-established for us to celebrate.
Yeah,
I believe that's what it is. Yes, man-made.
Yeah, same with Easter.
Yeah, a lot of these days.
Yeah. So you don't necessarily get offended by it.
No.
Have you ever corrected anyone on it?
Yes.
Oh, how'd that go?
Well, I was a bit more, I'm still kind of brash, but I was a bit younger then.
Okay.
And I said, no, you mean Merry Christmas. And they said, no, Xmas. I was like, you have an issue with saying Christmas. And actually this was a family member, so I had no problem coming at them.
Right.
And it started into a discussion that my mom had to break up at the time.
Okay. So it got physical?
No, it was just with one of my aunts. I was being disrespectful, apparently.
Okay. Were you?
No, I was in the right.
You were.
Yeah, just that one time. I'm never right. Anna says I'm never right.
I think you're right at times.
I have moments.
You have moments.
Moments.
You were wrong about the hat earlier.
Few
but-
and far
but now
between,
you-
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, whatever.
You're trying to fight me on that.
So you can win
Just so
some
you know,
battles.
there's numbers on here, and Corey wanted to wear it sideways because of the tag.
Didn't want you guys to know what day it was, that's all.
Even though the
Or even
tag's
guess.
inside the hat and no one would have seen it.
It itches my forehead.
Itches.
Yeah.
Okay, but it was in the back.
Back off.
Gosh almighty with you. So yeah, Christmas is definitely, to us, the birth of Jesus, the birth of our Savior.
Yep.
And it's just, again,
God's gift to us.
the coolness, I think, is just kind of how it all unfolded.
The story, how it all played out.
It just had to be perfect, and we know God's perfect, but it was just cool, if you want to call it, when you read the stories in the Bible on how it just completely unfolded. And there's a Facebook meme going right or a video going right now. It's the modern day Joseph and Mary. Have you seen
you're
it?
playing that. No, you're playing today. I saw,
It's hilarious because Mary is on her phone, and then all of a sudden Joseph gets a tweet from Herod saying, "Oh, they're doing a census, and we need to come back." And then he said, "Well, we need to go back to the husband's origin." And the wife goes, "Why the husband? That's actually rather sexist." It was a hilarious.
It's just modern day, yeah.
Modern day, and it was just absolutely hilarious. And then she's talking about, well, what happens if 3 really smart guys show up and bring us gifts? The 3 wives.
Yeah.
It was just funny how it unfolded. So if you guys haven't seen it, it might pop up now that I've talked about it and you hear it. It's going to show up 25 times tomorrow on your phone. But yeah, I'll answer my own question. Offended, I don't know, because obviously it's where that person's at when it comes to the X part of it. But it just causes me to think a little bit of where they're at, obviously, with their faith, where they're at in life. And it's not for me to judge, but it's our job to share our faith. And it's
when the
our
opportunity
job.
presents itself.
Absolutely. And that is a very clear indication that maybe they're not as dialed in.
No.
With
I mean, a lot of it depends on where
JC.
what you soak in too. I mean, if you're watching, like I said, for lack of a better term, a lot more secular based programs, you're going to see a lot of Xmas pop up on titles. You're going to see a lot more cards with that on there. You're going to see a lot. You're going to have, if you have more people like that in your life, you're going to see Xmas written out. Once again, I don't see a lot of that.
Yeah. You must hang out with holy people
all the time. And Happy Holidays, I think, is one I see more earmarked more than anything else. I see Happy Holidays put on things.
What are the holidays that are celebrated? Well, there are.
That I'm happy about?
Well, I guess
all
there's
of them.
Christmas.
Off.
Wow.
It's a paid holiday, baby. Get you some.
Typical.
Yes.
That's just Corey right there.
Coreyism.
Coreyism.
What are some of the holidays?
Well, there's obviously Hanukkah. Christmas. Is New Year a holiday?
Yeah, I guess. It's not.
Why?
For
Because you're off?
2020.
Because you're off?
What about Kwanzaa?
I don't know. I don't know much about it.
We actually celebrated that a couple years.
Who's we?
My family.
That's nice.
It was a little different. For those who know, it's more of a it's considered a Black/African holiday, I guess you would say. Some people don't know there is a lighting of candles and everything involved in it, kind of similar to like Hanukkah.
Okay.
A little bit different. Don't ask me for any clarification on it because I don't remember. I was like 8 or 9 when we did it.
How about Festivus?
I don't even know what that is.
You're not a Seinfeld fan?
No.
Again, yeah, Seinfeld.
I mean, I don't remember that. I do watch Seinfeld, or did.
You have to watch the episode about Festivus.
Is it a George thing?
It's George's dad, dude.
I think everything's a Costanza thing.
Hilarious.
You love Costanza. That's your favorite character on
dude,
that,
I think Kramer's the best. But
Kramer's the best. Kramer sets the table.
Yeah. But that holiday that they celebrate is stinking hilarious. You got to watch that.
I've been watching a lot of The Office. The Office Christmas episodes, which are just, I mean, I think Dwight's hilarious.
All those characters.
Or when they fight to see if there's a male, female. Michael's pissed that that Phyllis gets to be Santa this year.
I always wonder, obviously there's a lot of laughter and joke. How many takes or just B-roll is there created that these people just cannot stop laughing?
I think they purposely create B-roll.
But the point is, I mean,
like it's
something that might take them 10 minutes per se, does it take them 4 hours just because they're just cracking up?
Well, I think they're also ad-libbing a lot of times.
They're just
a lot of these guys are comedians.
Yeah.
So they're just, I mean, look at Seinfeld.
Yeah.
You get four individuals like that in an area, and then Newman.
So.
Awesome holiday, though.
Festivus?
No. Christmas.
Christmas is. So for all you out there, not sure what Santa's going to bring you this year, hopefully you get what you want.
Not a damn thing. It's 2020. Haven't you learned by now?
Well, that just shows
nobody's getting nothing
where you're at. So, Merry Christmas, everyone from Protein Farts. We love you guys. We'll have a week left in the year. 2021's around the corner. Be good.
Get you one.
Hand me down. Get you one.
Get your hand. Later.